ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. I'm Karen Maku.
And I'm Cody.
Okay, we were going to talk to the Gyarados again, right?
I think it was either that. I think so.
Yeah, because Susato normally says we haven't been to this place in a while if there's more... Like, there's either new stuff or we haven't finished it.
Alright. Is the maid his wife?
Huh?
Is the maid his wife?
Why would you say that?
Because we haven't encountered his wife, and they said he lives here with his wife. And then Sholmes made a point of saying that maids are for high-class people. So it could be that his wife is posing as a maid in order to, you know, make it seem like they're high class. Ah, you pair again. Tell me, was the detective chap, I forget his name, still hard at work down there?
Mr. Herlock Sholmes?
Ah, yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there. Jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joan. Gonna burn his leg. Now then, why don't you tell me what... For the umpteenth time, woman, will you watch what you're bollywell doing?
No. I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir.
Hmm? Ah, yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for all your assistance.
Not at all, not at all. Don't get much a chance to talk with young foreigners like yourself. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Gyarados is hiding something. He's hiding like 18 things. And since no other avenue of investigation seems open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging.
Okay, examine. Okay.
Alright, do a flip.
Sholmes? What's he doing over there?
Waiting for you to fall asleep so you can enter your nightmares?
Mr. Sholmes?
Aha! We meet again, my dear fellows. Good gracious! When did you sneak in here? Airlock Sholmes, sir. At your service.
Whatever are you doing by the window?
I am given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madam. Yet sadly, cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Well.
Keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is prudent. Is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering.
Yeah, in case the city's caught fire again. Ah, and one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, me?
I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind.
No, just go.
Can you tell us where we can find one?
Wait, he's not talking about... Is he... I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon.
Oh, trust me. This game is like being fucking beat the hell up by Mike Tyson.
Do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
That is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo?
I think so.
That is just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. I'm scared of the dark.
Iris has to go get him.
Mr. Gyarados, though it would seem you are a military man of considerable distinguished service, your standing as a landlord is most certainly not what
You got this.
Not what one might call first rate. I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon?
It's a mess in here.
The first is that you keep a very poor house. Is that even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. My wife? And second, is it hiding in the cannon? Is that a result of the beast's violent rampage, is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you.
Is it your wife? Mr. Naruhodo, look.
The old man's broken out in a cold sweat. Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Sholmes' conclusions are both spot on. How could you possibly? How could I possibly know, you mean to inquire? Finish your sentences, bitch.
Dumbass.
The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. For in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. Wow, that line would have sounded way cooler had it not come from an idiot. Great googly moogly. And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Dance with me, Naruhodo. Dance the dance of logic! Once again, Airlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Alright, great, so we have another one of these.
Yeah.
The game is afoot.
The game is I guess it's a foot.
I wish they had changed it to where it's like, the game is a hand. As dumb as that would be. Get ready for me to boogie all over your living room, dumbass. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see. Oh shit, was that like just out of our line of sight?
No, we saw it when we looked over at Sholmes.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was more focused on Sholmes contemplating his own mortality, I guess. That a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. It's like an actual bull. Thus we are faced with one question. What form might this beast take? Sholmes, if you say there's an entire ass lion in here. Ah, for a man with military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid.
Breeding.
A fun process.
You what?
Your furtive glance, Mr. Geradeb, leads us directly to the answer. Yeah, I figured. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposing at best. The fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this piffle, I ask you? I'm gonna start saying that. Whenever
Piffle?
whenever somebody's like spouting bullshit, I'm like, what is this piffle?
You Claude.
In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact. I can't wait for the one time where, like, Sholmes' deduction is spot on.
He'll never do it.
That you had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house.
Why India?
There are lions in India.
Okay, but
Also,
like, why specifically from India, though?
That I don't know. I think Sholmes might not understand how animal trading works. I do know that, like, late 1800, or really the 1800s in general, India, I think, was kind of a hot spot for animal trading.
Ah, so it had to come from India.
Yeah, at least I think that's the case. I could be wrong about that. What? He has a hand mark across his face. Oh my god. Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. He's actually just hiding his mistress. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence.
Well, yeah.
Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? You've disguised it as your maid.
She rips off her head, it's a lion, and then just bursts out the apartment. Me?
I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction.
It is?
You're made of Play-Doh. Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show.
Oh.
Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Geradeb. At Batty Circus!
Oh no.
Oh, God. A traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the tents.
Oh man, I hope you did.
Sholm's like hanging out with a bunch of 6-year-olds excited to see the clown show. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. And a simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Oh my god, that was only topic 1. Jesus H. F.
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah, we gotta go to topic 2.
A rampaging Asiatic lion. What the hell is topic 2?
Aftermath.
Now, Mr. Geradeb, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blithe pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. His wife left him for a lion. Your head weighs heavily on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage.
Man, pipes are just really popular here, huh?
Oh, dude, they were like the main method for smoking back then. They were probably the only method for smoking. Well, I think cigarettes and cigars.
Yeah, didn't they have a... I don't know.
I think cigars were a thing. Cigarettes took a little while longer to catch on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think cigars are a thing at least.
People sure love their pipes, and it's like you could tell, like, at least in this game, you could tell the character of the person by their pipe.
Put stuff in your lungs to make you feel better so you can forget about why your life sucks.
I really doubt Sholmes is putting anything in his lungs. I bet it's just full of bubbles.
I hope to God it is. I want him to just blow bubbles out of his pipe. Nonsense, man. I simply... I'm old. My bones don't work. But what we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain.
Wow, they're both looking at it.
There's just like a dead body stuffed into the cannon.
I like to imagine they like pan over to where they're looking and there's like a body half hidden under the carpet.
Like you can still clearly see the lump of the body.
No, I like to imagine you can see like the head and torso, but like the other half is hidden under the carpet. Like fairly obvious what they're looking at.
Like Scary Movie 3 levels of hiding. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. The wine shelf. Oh. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment. For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Damn, bitch, you eat like this?
Well, yeah, it's London.
True. Yeah, thank God there was no salt, or else we'd have to question if they're really from London. Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go. Yes, well,
I'd like to imagine that after a year of living in London, Susato and Naruhodo get depressed because of, like, just...
blandness of the food.
Yeah.
I've heard of that happening to people.
Really?
Like, they go to... Like, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard of people who, like, go to London and they're just kind of, like bummed out because all the food is just sort of plain and bland. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack.
Unimaginable?
It means it can't be imagined, you idiot.
Ah.
The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I am not mistaken. Which has clearly been burned.
Oh, dearie me.
Which means your lion was a fire type. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed.
Mr. Garadeb himself.
Also, based on that food thing, I should probably state that's not exclusive to London. Like, when people move from, like, their home to another place, they kind of just get bummed out because they miss the food of their home.
I mean, I guess so, but, like, it must be extremely hard when you go to, like, Britain.
A place that hates seasoning.
They hate seasoning and or flavor.
Just food in general. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes. What? Oh, God.
No!
Okay.
No, you're making me...
Nerd. There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with an insatiable appetite. Was it or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? You know, the bitch who got executed last week. Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact.
Whatever do you mean?
What? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. It went outside and stabbed a woman in the street.
The plumpiest woman it could find.
I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There's only one logical conclusion. It burned your carpet for shits and giggles.
It ate your carpet.
Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. The teeth marks on the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. It's like a picture of a lion.
It's not even like an actual picture. It's like a kid's drawing that barely resembles a lion.
It's just like big teeth in the mane and all that. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle. Was I right? No.
Please tell me.
Slowly puts the entire pipe in his mouth. Ah! What is the matter with you, Joan? You're putting scalding hot tea all over me!
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Garadeb. I'm afraid I didn't notice.
Man, it sucks that divorce is not an awesome thing in this time frame.
Does divorce exist at this point in time?
Oh yeah, dude, divorce was existed in the 1600s. Ironically by a king who beheaded his first, 5 wives.
Did anyone, suggest, hey, if we made this a thing, you wouldn't have to kill every wife you came across?
Nope, he invented divorce and then kept beheading his wives. Not really sure what the thought process was there.
Maybe no one explained how the process worked.
He's like, everybody else can do it. I'm gonna keep doing this because it's great. My deductions can be startlingly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over.
With confusion.
With logic. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times too. Or piss themselves. Oh. They're definitely not crying with laughter. Mr. Sholmes, sorry to butt in again, but could I make an observation?
No.
Why, certainly, Mr. Naruto. What is it? Again. Well, your deduction just now. Do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realm of common sense. What?
But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realm of common sense as well?
Sholmes.
But if an uncaged lion ran amok in this very room, surely Mr. Garadeb and his maid would have been hurt, or worse.
Ah, that's where you're stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. The cannon?
I thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus.
It was only a small cannon shot.
And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I ever heard of a lion that drinks tea.
Ah, my dear Mr. Sato, it occurs to me with some regularity that irrespective of race and breeding, wherever anyone lands on Great British soil, they're infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. What's up?
Oh, what a glorious notion.
Boy, howdy, that sure is a thought.
That really is what she just said, huh? Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, it's your time to shine again.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Hey, Susato, hear me out. What if we don't do this and just leave Sholmes to explain himself?
Yeah, this does not concern us.
Yeah, let's go solve our case.
God, I can't wait for them to tie this in by them being like we were too busy fist fighting each other to put to notice the murder.
A slight
Massage.
Massage. That's all Mr. Sholmes' seduction needs. You can do it.
Excellent. I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo.
We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with Mr. Natsume's case.
Which is why it's the perfect opportunity to waste time.
You're reading my mind. Still.
He hears like Sholmes' voice in his head.
That's terrifying. Uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. At least, that's what I want to believe.
Don't be lame, Naruhodo. Let us start again. From the beginning of Sherlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Copyright. TM.
No, hold it, Mr. Sholmes.
You're an idiot.
Also, I was thinking earlier about Susato, like, later on when we have to get back to actually investigate the crime scene, Susato jumps out the window and lands in the snow. Whee! We don't need to read this. We already read all this.
Yeah, we just gotta get to when he's like saying shit.
It's just, unfortunately, I can't skip ahead because the game is like, what? You don't need to do that. You haven't read this yet.
Don't worry about it.
We have. Formed this beast take.
No, just the way he turns around is like, it's like a muscle spasm.
Yes,
Perfect
we understand.
glance.
The answer is the lion.
Except that unfortunately, Mr. Sholmes has been doing a little too much opium. Really didn't see the lion thing coming.
No, but if you observe Mr. Garadeb's reaction, it rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok here in this room.
A toddler. Yes, something with a very fierce nature.
Oh, right, that's me. But it couldn't have been a lion transported from India.
You were just kind of sitting there for a second.
Yeah,
just
I'm
completely
tired.
out. So what was it then?
We must follow Mr. Garadeb's gaze. That will lead us to the true answer.
Oh, hey.
Who shot his wife?
Man, he is having a great time in that photo. What's this photograph?
It appears to be from Mr. Garadeb's wedding. He looks very happy, doesn't he?
He does, but you can't make out his bride.
No, how unfortunate. Something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face.
I wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply here. What do you mean? You absolutely have to delve more deeply. This is exclusively the thing to delve into. Did
Hang on.
Mr. Garadeb get a little too crunked up?
Hang on.
Take that!
Oh, you're gonna present the photo itself?
What?
Nope. It's either the bride or Garadeb.
Behind the lion statue of the mantel plate, almost deliberately hidden from view, is the photograph. Though I have yet to explain it in detail, I can assure you that it holds the answer.
Well, unfortunately, the only one here allowed to jump to conclusions is me, idiot.
Because I am employing an extremely advanced deduction technique called jumping to conclusions, you see.
Ah, you really have learned. You've truly learned from the best. What precisely was your intentions with that, Mr. Naruhodo?
Just following a natural progression of deduction. Sometimes the truth hurts.
Well, the truth is, you do not have a turn for observation or deduction. Did that hurt? You little wimpy bitch ass.
Yes, a lot. Which, like, I don't know. I feel like that sentence works.
Yeah, but you have to, like, figure out who specifically.
Do I?
Yeah, figure out, it's like, was it the newlywed bride, or was it Mr. Garadeb's geriatric ass?
Hang on, no. Because, like, fucking read the sentence.
Revealed by that lion statue. Yeah, but don't worry about it.
Fine, I guess I won't worry about it.
You gotta pick one or the other, man.
And just fucking shut up. It is the fucking newlywed bride, apparently.
Take that!
Yeah, see?
I know.
Who cares about grammar?
The true nature of the beast. Did I catch you? Did I catch you off guard? The true nature of the beast that ran rampant here is revealed by that newlywed bride.
Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this framed print pictures your wife, Mr. Geradeb. And while we lament the fact that her face is obscured, probably for the better, am I right, fellas?
We can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain.
She just has like gigantic, like shredded sailor. It's Stroganoff's arms.
Remember when Doki Doki Literature Club was going around and like it was really popular, and then that picture of like buff Natsuki was going around?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's
Just those arms.
It's like she's really delicate looking when she's like, I don't know, dressed, but then she like rips off her sleeves and like the muscles come out.
Just the fucking jacked.
Into
Into the darkness! Indeed. Surely any woman of such powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast.
Honored might be stretching a point.
Too late! The facts remain that the beast, which so clearly savaged this room, was your wife, Mr. Garadeb. Yeah! The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence.
Well,
Yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to?
God, that train's not
Madam.
shutting up.
Yeah, no. Turns out there's somebody on the tracks.
Turns out the person like died immediately.
Bummer.
Yeah. Did you already read this?
Yeah.
Me?
I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction.
It is.
Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts.
The poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself.
Rips off her sleeves. She looks like fucking Popeye. Well, I don't know about fragile.
Oh dear. Anyway, Mr. Sholmes is quite right. There is no sign of Mrs. Garadeb anywhere.
But it seems there may be a clue as to her whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide.
They killed her. That's right. She was stabbed in the streets.
There's like a name tag hidden in her pocket that just says Mrs. Garadeb.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Garadeb.
I wonder where Mr. Garadeb's wife could be. The maid herself. Oh, or the wedding ring.
Take that!
I mean, I guess that also works if you want to be a gigantic nerd about it.
I don't know. I mean, wedding ring, schwedding wing. Am I right?
Schwedding swing.
Yeah. Schwedding. Your sweating wing. Be prepared.
You're gonna win you.
Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts.
Dude, I'm out of it today. Too much has happened.
I know. There was a lot.
We spent 5 hours streaming Resident Evil 5. Go check that out. It took us an hour to beat the final boss. And then I got my phone screen repaired and got a new screen protector on it, and now it's already busted. And then we just watched Journey to the Mysterious Island, which was another emotional hit.
We didn't finish it, but we're finishing it after recording.
Yeah. The meatloaf made it all worth it, though.
And now we have another cat coming in tomorrow.
Oh, fuck, that's right. We're adopting a new kitten. Which we have to go get vaccinated and fit. I'm not sleeping great tonight. Indeed it does. Sorry, the voices in my head were having an argument about their own lives. The flowery band gleaming on your finger gives you away. I like to imagine Naruhodo just like slid on his back across the floor underneath her. For it is identical to the one shown on the hand of Mr. Garudeb's bride in this photographic print. Yeah, I mean, he looks ecstatic in that picture, and she looks way too small.
Man, like, what the fuck happened in between, like, then and now?
Life.
Because, like, they don't look different, but, like, Garudeb is clearly not happy anymore.
Yeah, and she's, like, way bigger.
Is she that much bigger?
He looks like she's holding a toddler in that picture. Like, next time they show
Let's
the
hope
picture.
to God she's not actually a toddler in that picture. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid.
Oh, is it the exact thing that I said it was? That's awesome. No. You're a killer who impersonated Mrs. Garudeb. You are Mr. Garudeb's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garudeb herself.
Oh my.
Oh
Word.
my god. I love the jiggle.
Oh yeah, get used to that. She's gonna keep doing it.
Oh, really? Great.
Do you wanna know a secret?
What's up?
She's a jury member.
Oh my god, no.
She's gonna come back.
Oh my god. Oh, this is bullshit. Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmised, this is the wife, yes. My Joan. Rather let herself go, you might say, but she was a bolly corker back. Ah!
Well, you deserve that one.
Yeah. I don't know what corker means, but, you know.
I don't care what it means. He was not doing himself any favors by saying that.
She doesn't look that bad, though,
And
if I'm being honest.
She doesn't look that different from the picture.
Listen, man, you gotta admit, if you might want a woman with something you can grab onto, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Because it's like, the thing is, he said that she let herself go. She doesn't look that much different from the picture, and she was still hefty in the picture. If you didn't want a hefty woman, why'd you marry one?
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Although then again, like, you can't see her face, so maybe, I don't know, maybe the dress is poofy. It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, that you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? It's not right, I tell you. I was second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man has his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ.
Why don't you clean your own damn house?
Well, again, it's a status thing.
I know it's a status thing, but, like, I don't know. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, but it's Europe.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, here in London one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all.
Oh, wait, Sholmes doesn't have a maid.
Yeah,
Nice.
really lame. Though in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are a folly.
Thank you. You mean Mr. Garudeb has his wife work as his maid?
Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garudeb?
Ooh, this broad? I don't know her.
This hoe? Only in company, obviously. But listen here, this must remain a secret. Tip-top secret. Please!
Susato starts sweating.
I've already told everybody! Everybody! She's like screaming out the window.
Mr.
Garudeb's maid is actually his wife!
The moment she walks out, she's just like, man, I'm so glad we found out that Mrs. Garudeb is pretending to be the maid. And then she, like, looks forward and
There's like
Gregson,
6 people.
Gregson and all the police officers are there. And she's like, oh,
I did a bad job.
I'm really bad at keeping secrets. Anyway, let's skip ahead because it's not any different, right?
Yes.
Just have deep feelings for this formidable beast.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you know.
Almost like you're plowing the beast.
You gotta have a woman with some fire in her, if you know what I mean. Your head weighs heavily on your shoulder. Oh, wait, we already read this.
Yeah, we don't need to read this because we already read it.
Yeah, who cares about the supporting arm? Mr. Sholmes is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Garudeb's wife a beast.
Yes, as a woman, that feels rather uncomfortable.
Well, don't worry. It's the late 1800s. It's fine. But Miss Garrett is standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he?
Oh, how true.
Well, I mean emotionally.
Oh, how true. Oh, that's me. Sorry, I was thinking about your joke. So perhaps that supporting arm that seems to be propping up his head has some other significance then.
According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garredeb's pain is tangible, though. What could that pose of his really signify?
That he's holding the slap on the other side of his fucking face, if I could get there. Yeah.
You ever have your woman just slap the absolute dog piss out of you?
Don't hit your partners.
I mean, unless
they're hitting you, don't hit them.
Yeah, once they've enabled PvP, anything goes. You okay?
I've never heard it described as that, but you're right.
Yeah, man, a domestic dispute is just PvP. You okay?
If you hit them hard enough in the head, it becomes PVC. Because it's like, they're not going to be functioning as a person anymore.
Yeah, no. Alright, now that we're done.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's go.
Jesus HF, dude.
Sorry. Oh my god, that's wide.
Oof. Damn, she got some big... That's from behind. That's like...
So,
how did...
She slapped him from the back.
How... Because, like, that's her thumb on the bottom, right?
Yeah, but, like, the fact that her fingers are stretching out towards his eyes means that while he was turned around, she slapped him.
Yeah, like, damn, dude.
That's not cool.
That's a bitch-ass thing to do.
Like, at least wait for him to turn around. Give him a fighting chance.
Yeah.
He was in the military, and apparently you're just able to tear up this room, so...
Yeah, I think it's even. Might get that sword on the wall. It's just like, just in case. You okay?
No, I'm not. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek.
Like, honestly, if you're gonna fight your spouse, at least make it like a fair and honorable duel.
Yeah, let them see you coming at them.
Yeah, give them a chance to like gather their thoughts and make up a strategy. Hell, pistols at dawn if you need to.
High noon, motherfucker.
And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade was the lion.
What if, like, as the seduction goes on, it slowly starts turning purple?
Yeah, if she slapped him last night, how hard did she slap him for it still to be there?
Oh my god, you're right. It was last night. Oh, look at her eyes.
Was you, Madam Joan Garredeb. Damn, you cracked down on this motherfucker like the force of God.
Whoa, yes.
That was an upside down slap, too. From behind.
Yes.
So that she just, like, pulled her... Alright. You must have been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir. Yeah, right? Like, I've been logiking that this entire time.
Her hand's
It's like-
weird. Because it's like,
She's the man with two left
backhand
hands.
him?
No, she can't have. Because, again, if she had backhanded him, the thumb would be on the top. Her thumb was facing downwards towards his shoulder. Which means that she either...
Yeah,
I
guess it's the matter of the thumb being on the bottom. Because if the thumb was on the top, we could still say that, like, yeah, she slapped him from the back. Which she still had to have.
Because the fingers are facing forward.
Yeah.
So it came from behind. But the
the
thumb is on the bottom. Which means that...
That is not the strongest way to hit someone. How hard did she hit him?
Yeah. And again, the mark is still there.
From 5 p.m. last night.
Like, Jesus. How hard did she come at this dude?
When we walked into this room, what time was it? Because it's like, if it's like 24 hours later, that mark is still there, holy shit.
Maybe go to a hospital.
Did
You've
you...
been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir. Things got a little rough in the bedroom, didn't they? You asked her to put on the maid outfit, didn't you? No one can blame you. How in the blazes? How did you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow.
And then Naruhodo jumps in and is like, also, I walked behind your maid and saw it.
I was like scooching behind you a second ago.
That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once.
I feel like there was... Alright.
It's to keep your other side from view. You're still
Sorry,
trying
I'm
to
like,
logic out.
I feel like that's like such a weird way to slap somebody. Like he had to have been facing away from her for her to just...
Because it's like, the only way
'Cause
that
again,
it would
you'd still backhand.
Yeah, the only way like the thumb would have been down if she was facing in front of him, like slapping him normally, but but then the fingers would be like stretched out to like the back of his head.
Yeah.
But that's
she got
not
some big ass hands too.
I know.
Unless we're like wrong, but it doesn't seem like it.
No, that seems like her thumb down there.
Yeah. Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Also, did you ever hear about how like beards can soften a punch? Like if you have a thick enough beard and you get punched in the face, your beard actually cushions it. Why were you subjected to such a violent, weird slap?
Such a violent, impossible slap.
She's the woman with two left hands. In other words, we must ask ourselves, what caused Madame Garadeb to fly into a rage? You right?
I'm looking at my hands.
And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer.
I want to see a logic and reasoning spectacular where he gets at least one clue right.
I know, right?
Didn't Mr. Solms say that the bills
Solms.
say that the bills were all for the lion's fodder? Fodder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but now we've established that the lion never existed. Which can only mean that the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garadeb's wife.
Mr. Naruhodo, she's a person, not a thing.
Oh, woman.
All right,
Again,
sir.
late 1800s.
I mean, technically you're right. They weren't really treated as people back then, but
Yeah.
like that's really rude to say nowadays.
Yes, well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap round the face in a very weird angle.
This is like a JoJo thing where it's like you're not gonna have to think about it. It's just it exists and that's the clue.
It just kind of happened and you just kind of like don't worry about it.
Yeah, remember that guy who put a cat in a bottle? Don't think about it. It happened.
One so hard that it left a perfect hand mark, in fact.
Man. Yes, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder?
I'd love to know the answer to that question.
Jisoo Sato, I don't know. What would make a woman throw a man across the room?
For no reason. Wait, speaking of like weird JoJo things, do you remember when they were fighting like the rat that had the gun stand that would turn people into a pile of meat?
No.
Well, like that was another weird thing. For some reason, they find like some rats that the rat had turned into a pile of meat, and the rats were like in a perfect cube. And they never explain why that is the fact.
It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Not everything needs to make sense. Not everything needs to be explained by a stand user. Sometimes they just exist weird.
Just emphasis on bizarre, am I right, people?
Anyway, this one. Ah, someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here, look. Mr. Garadeb is clearly an avid reader.
No, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark.
Oh no, so it isn't.
He's illiterate!
Oh, I didn't know he couldn't read. We must have been so rude this whole time. It's a note with the woman's hand, written in a woman's hand. How do you know that?
I think Garadeb should still be able to... He would be able to read. He was in the army.
Well, yeah.
Alright.
Well, I mean, like, I feel like that's a very important thing that they would probably teach you if you went to the army.
Yeah, to be a second lieutenant especially.
Yeah, that's a pretty high level to reach if you couldn't read.
Yeah, he's just really coasting along.
He's been lying this whole time.
They like hand him a note and it's like, Mr. Garadeb, please, these are the orders from the captain. What do they say? And he's like, charge.
Bitches and blow on Friday.
It's like the note says like retreat, we can't win. It's like, charge, they're outnumbered.
And then he just keeps rising the ranks because he's just so damn brilliant.
He just keeps getting lucky.
I would watch it.
I would. Like a fucking army officer who can't read and just keeps getting lucky and rising through the ranks.
Man, that's one of those army movies from like the late 90s.
Yeah.
I would so watch it.
Oh my god, Idiocracy.
Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary.
And look next to the signature here. Lip marks.
Lip marks! Made with lipstick.
Still fresh.
Eat fresh.
I should make a restaurant with that slogan that gives sandwiches with really poor service.
Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture.
And honestly, pretty poor sandwiches. Like every now and then you want one, but like you never you never want one bad enough to go out and get one. Am I right? Don't get any ideas, Susato-san.
I already have so many sandwich ideas.
We'll have 5 types of bread and be out of 3 of them always.
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
So this bookmark is actually a love note then. We'll also have every sauce, and there'll be more water than sauce.
I love to imagine that, like, Susato is at every Subway. Like, no matter how far apart they are, she's always there. So she, like, walks in and is like, is there an issue?
Like, fucking glides out from the back in her kimono.
And, like, someone's, like, specifically trying to prove that she can't be everywhere, so they, like, go to one, prove she's there, go to a different one, and ask for the manager, and she's still there. Anyway.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Sorry.
I broke your window again for the 5th time.
Yes, it is this love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer.
Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed.
Except his name
Oh,
is...
she's fucking infuriated.
You know, the funny part is his name's not James. It's John.
She can't read.
Oh my god, she can't read. She's a woman, so it's possible that she can't read.
Perhaps the sender of this note, asserted Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here.
Must be a really rich, maybe, no, it would be a working woman if she could write.
Not necessarily.
Maybe a rich woman?
Yeah,
Probably.
maybe.
I don't know.
Damn!
Stop it! How'd you do that? That's not the way you slapped him before.
Like last minute, she really just moved suit. Her fucking hands
Wait,
like
no,
inverted.
she came down like this. That is how she slapped him.
That still wouldn't.
No, it
But the
would.
thumb.
The thumb's at the bottom if you think about it. Because, like...
That's dumb though.
It
Why
is
would
dumb.
she? That would impart no. Here, I'm gonna do it to you real quick.
No! But, like, that means that that's not because she hit him hard. She hit him a lot.
But I don't know the Bolly woman.
You don't know her? Then who's that?
Contestant number 1. That note wasn't written to me.
You just see a naked woman climbing out the window.
She's been hiding in the cannon this whole time.
It's one of those stories. Yeah.
It was just in the book. I don't know how it got there. It was just in there, you say? That's right. That's what I've been saying. Ah! My genitals!
A likely story.
You can drop the maid act. Now listen here, Joan, old thing. I explained at the time. I bought this book at that second-hand place, and that note must have already been in there. Wait, isn't John... No. John's not the guy
the
we're
previous
defending.
owner of the book you were using the note as the bookmark, you mean. Hang on, let's see how far this goes. Because it's like, that's a lot of tea going in there.
It's one of those like magic tricks where they're actually pouring it into like a fucking second cup.
It's pouring back into the thing. Anyway, what were you saying?
Isn't John our defendant?
No.
What's his name again?
Soseki Natsume?
Oh, where the fuck did I get John from?
I don't fucking know.
Can we pull up our court record real fast?
There you go. Yeah, I'll do it real quick.
Just so we can see
There's
it.
like absolutely no one here named John.
We got Sasato, male Tobias, Saseki, Irish, Joan. Wait, no, he's
No,
John.
James. James is the thing that was written in the note.
Oh.
It's like, yes, the note says James. His name is John. So, I guess maybe she's thinking that he gave this other woman a fake name really close to his name. That's a possible thing. Anyway.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. Oh my
That was a long one.
A likely
Story.
For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you'd forgotten, is John.
God, he's got
How is that D still hot?
He's probably got so many injuries on him.
Yeah, that's why I can't walk.
That's why he's in so much pain. That's why he shit himself. A likely story.
Are you questioning my name now?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, she is hitting him like that.
I just...
Yeah, I know it's stupid, but that seems to be the only way it works. This is you.
And there we have it. I'm trying so hard. Arouse the suspicions of the female heart, and you unleash a beast with the most fearsome bite. She just starts fist fighting.
She starts fighting people.
Call a hospital.
Wait, no, I still shit myself.
Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack.
Unimaginable?
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I know.
The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. She ate the carpet.
She was very hungry.
You ever been that fucking mad where you eat your spouse's clothes?
You ever been a kid and licked a carpet?
Yeah. You ever suck on the seatbelt?
Yeah. Come on, if you were a kid, you've licked a carpet at least once.
Yeah.
Oh, dearie me.
Please accuse this bitch of eating the carpet. What could have caused such a destructive outburst?
Well, it could be that he's finally gonna start changing his answers because it doesn't make fucking sense.
Oh, Lonnie. This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed.
Oh, wait, the next answer is the cakes.
Oh, right. Oh, was it like the anniversary or some shit?
No.
Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cakes.
But surely Mrs. Garrett didn't eat the carpet.
No, of course not.
But
And then Sholm slides in, actually.
You can see it. I have actual proof this time. Look at the string in her teeth.
There doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in as a result of her wild temper.
No, that's true.
She got so angry she went outside and stabbed a woman.
And then came back inside and threatened her man.
So
oh my god, that would be something a psycho would do. They would like stab someone to make a point to their partner.
Yeah? I'm sure that's had to have happened with some like nut job.
Probably. So this is the last part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction that we need to fix. We need only to follow Mrs. Garrideb's gaze, and that will lead us to the real answer.
Alright, let's see what we can see.
Yes! Yay! Yay! Yay!
What is there? There's the broken
What level?
pottery that she obliterated. Can you zoom in?
Oh, wait,
on
wait,
it?
wait, wait,
Oh,
wait.
is it the candelabra itself?
Okay, good. I got the right thing.
Alright, cool.
This looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it?
The base looks too small. Surely it's fair. It's very unstable. Looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it topple over.
Oh dear, that would be dangerous.
She like fucking suplexed this guy into the china cabinet and knocked the candle out of place.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, take a closer look at this.
What?
She's like got her eye pressed up against the candle. There's one candle missing.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I didn't notice that before.
Why is that, I wonder? Why is one candle of 3 missing from its holder?
So, okay, I just have to click the candlestick.
Take that!
Yay!
Yay!
God, I'm tired.
I know, I'm tired too. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick.
Most illuminating, my dear fellow. And of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth.
Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible.
You ever been that angry? Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away.
Oh wow, you're saying scorch marks now, huh? No.
Well, I mean, it could be a fire-type wife.
Fire-type wife?
Braixen. Pokemon nerds will get that one.
Okay. Did you already read this?
Scorch marks? It would appear that this... sorry. It would appear the room of that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation.
Mrs. Gyarados' mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face.
It's like one of those fucking, like, One Punch Man things.
She's coming
Like
at
a
him with the
big-ass
force of God.
But on the entire room, the force of her strike caused the candle to fall from the holder.
And in seconds, the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room in flames.
Yes, For the most ferocious beast in this world is neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire.
No, I'm pretty more fearsome than fire.
The ultimate equalizer.
And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok.
Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there is but one conclusion here. Oh, we're at the end. After the sparks of medical discord flew, this room was a scene of a fire.
Slap him again, I dare you.
Well, Joan.
Oh
you've
god,
been
he's
had.
getting up.
You just hear like
all of his bones snap, crackle, and popping.
Mr. Sholmes, I salute you!
Oh shit, what happened? Why?
He's dead now. Carpet scorched by a small fire. Okay.
Solved.
Yay.
Woo!
How many points did we get?
None.
Preschool. We stuck? There we go.
There we go.
It's these dashed long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my old novels there.
Burp.
And in the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material.
For which your wife
Admonished.
admonished you harshly, it seems.
Don't know about admonished. Demolished might be rather closer to the mark. And beast is most certainly an apt disguise. Here we go again. And the carpet? Was that destroyed by fire when a candle fell on the floor? Afraid to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know.
You know, I'm really happy that all of this took place while a woman was getting stabbed in the streets.
Ah, well, you know. Busy world. The whole place is filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bully thing. I was caught between the old Styx rage and the raging flames. Probably should have picked the flames. You paint a torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining.
That's sympathy for you.
Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bully furniture started going up as well. You've had to hide the mess behind that screen for the time being.
Over there, Mr. Gyarados.
Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me.
Okay, how bad is it?
Entirely new set. Jesus. And one of my favorite old novels in that case.
Sorry, just imagining Sholmes dropping his whole accent just to do that.
But as soon as the fire got a hold of them, that was it. Whoosh! All up in smoke.
Gosh,
Bummer.
sucks to suck.
Then the wife started hurling things at me.
What a terrible sight it must have been.
But also probably kind of funny to be an outsider.
Imagine, like, the person who got stabbed was, like, sitting outside the window, just watching the whole thing. It's like, oh, man, better than...
I thought I had it bad. There I was, backed up against the window, under heavy enemy fire. Incendiary books incoming 10 to the dozen. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite. A book called The Lion's Pride.
So, what was worse, your wife or war?
Probably his wife. The Lion's Pride. Ah yes, your notorious love of big cats coming through again. I assure you the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest.
I can't see shit. So the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast rampage. Mr. Sholmes' deduction turned out to be correct once again.
Can only be described as a great British wonder. And I tell you, it was total carnage. Flames everywhere and the old stick on full fettle.
Out of interest, what time of day was that?
Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see. Around 5 o'clock, I think.
So at exactly the same time, as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the streets below.
Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole of Blighty could have been flattened outside my window at that moment. And I wouldn't have noticed a dashed thing.
No, really?
Wait, shit, I just gave myself away. I just love the soft...
Mr. Sholmes.
Yes, Mr. Naruhodo, what can I do for you?
Well, I think we've gotten to the bottom of Mr. Garrideb's situation now. What does this have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstance?
Oh, nothing. I was just bored. I can't help you there, I'm afraid.
What?
My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that, although I knew the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be of relevance or not.
I just knew you were gonna say that.
Now, Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind that all things fall into only one of two categories. Those relevant to the case and those not.
That makes no sense to me.
It doesn't need to. Well, no matter. It is far greater importance that you make up your mind now.
Sorry?
Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over.
Oh no, is it that time already? If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case, we have official paperwork to attend to.
So that's it. No more time to think.
Don't think, just do. Perhaps you would like to betake yourselves to bidding us farewell now. I must prepare supper for Mr. Garrideb.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Did y'all forget that she's not actually the maid?
Well, she's still his wife. Probably would make dinner anyway.
Probably.
At least around these times.
Yeah.
Thank you both very much for your time.
Saseki-san will be waiting for us. And I'm gonna have to give him an answer.
Okay, we're gonna have to end it here.
Alright. Sorry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been The Great Ace Attorney. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.